give us the courage to present what we've done, and may you give us a teachable spirit to be mentored and to learn. And may this not end here. May collaborations and networks be established from here, and may we reveal your glory in science. It is in Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you very much. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our administrative heads who have taken their time to be with us. I would like to thank them very much, our Dean of the Faculty of Science and our Chair of the Department of Biology. They are part of the host of the program, and we thank them very much for taking time to be with us. And before we introduce them more, I want us to know who our neighbors are, so that you never know, see things happening. It's good to know who your neighbor is. And Dr. Payne? Yes, greet your neighbor as we start introducing ourselves. So I will start with the participants. Now it's been a whole 4 weeks of rolling training. So we have come to the end of it. I'm sure you're all filled up with knowledge. And I would like to mention that this group is represented by 6 different universities from the USA, from the United States of America, 6 different universities. And we also have University of Nairobi represented here. We have ISIPE. We have our collaborators from the alternative medicine also with us here. So we are a varied group of persons, and so it's good to introduce ourselves. So you say you are just your name and your university, and we'll start from here.
I'm Eden Yawa, currently studying, currently undertaking my Master of Science in Cancer Technology and Metabolomics at University of Nairobi.
Hi, I'm Nikki Ramirez. I go to Towson University and I study forensic chemistry. Hello, my name is Gabriel. I go to Alabama State University and I will be taking up a PhD in microbiology.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maisha Shelby. I am a PhD candidate at Howard University studying genetics with a focus on translational research.
Hello, my name is Tony Johnson. I'm a PhD student in plant science at the City University of New York.
Hello everyone, my name is Haley Reyes. I am representing Lee State University, and I am in computer science undergraduate program.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ian Morley from UCF.
And I'm Elizabeth Mingo. I'm currently undertaking my PhD in biochemistry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Walker Reagan, Morgan State University. I'm a PhD candidate in biological science.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabriella Lewis. I'm a cancer biology master's student at the University of the District of Columbia.
Hello everyone, my name is Levin Sarver. I'm a graduate student at the University of Maryland and I study agricultural and extension education.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashton Weber and I'm a PhD candidate from Howard in molecular biology.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Naidan Maraka. I'm a student of Master of Molecular Pharmacology at the University of Nairobi.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah Kayuki, working for National Quality Control Laboratory.
Good morning, I'm Keith Matoki, a student of business management at MPU, and I'm interested in herbal medicine. I'm here for the herbal society.
Good morning. My name is Duncan Chalo. I'm a student at Makerere, but currently I'm at the University of Nairobi. I'm very interested in natural products.
Good morning. I'm Binti Omale, PhD student, University of Nairobi, pharmacognosy and complementary medicine. Thank you.
Morning. Mine is Martin Biembo, class for indigenous culture and health. I'm a herbalist.
Morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Lydia Matoke. I'm a herbalist. I run Hope Natural Health Care Center in Nakuru. After my PhD in herbology and phytotherapy, I decided to be a clinician so that I can be able to see and transfer that good knowledge on plants into treating people using the herbs, our local herbs. I'm the president of the Herbalist Society of Kenya.
Good morning. My name is Claire. We are suppliers of laboratory equipment. I come from a company called Estec Limited. Our forte is in chromatography, so we are here with Dr. Ahab Kamak. So we are the major distributors and sole distributors in Kenya for the HPTLC Kamak.
Alright, so the IRS, let's introduce from UNES.
Morning, my name is David Wata, a clinical herbalist. I come from Herbalist Society of Kenya.
Good morning. My name is Sam Cheng, head of corporate communications marketing at UNES, PA to the managing director at UNES, and also lecturer at University of Nairobi. Nice to see you.
Good morning. My name is Kevin Orwa, accountant at UNES on project supporting team.
So thank you very much. So now I'll introduce to you the collaborators of the project of the International Institute of Plants Metabolomics. I will let the PIs introduce themselves. And again, the PIs are from the different universities and institutions. The first institution is Kamag from Switzerland. So, Dr. Eda, introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, my name is Ihab. Of course, we had already a good discussion together. I'm working as a scientific project manager at Kamag in Switzerland, and I lead a scientific project and also the scientific training almost everywhere where it's necessary to be there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sure you enjoyed the expertise of Ehab, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Can't be matched. The next collaborator is from Morgan State University. Ben?
My name is John Ampel from Morgan State University. Thank you all.
Also unmatched skills. Another collaborator from University of Nairobi, Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Luca.
Hello everybody, I'm Margaret Luca from the University of Nairobi School of Pharmacy, where we teach a bit of pharmacognosy, the plant, how to derive bioactive principles from plants. Karibuni sana.
You must have enjoyed her session, and myself, my name is Sheila. I'm sure you enjoyed my presence also. So now I will hand over to Professor Osano, who is the main person in the program, the principal investigator of this institute. I will hand over to her so that she introduces herself and also she gives us a brief about the program. Susana?
Good morning. I'm hoping that somebody had breakfast this morning. I didn't, but hopefully we are going to have tea quickly so that we have some life. It's very exciting to come to this end today of a wonderful training program. As you have been told, and many of you probably have met me, except maybe one or so. My names are Anu Sano. I am a professor of biology at Bowie State University, and I am honored to be the TI and also the director of this program, which many people call IRES, but IRES is really the National Science Foundation name for the program. The real program is called Plant Metabolomics, Advanced Training Institute. And I think that here I am blessed to work with my PI, Dr. Peng, who is the chemist in my life. I am a plant scientist, and we do plants. This is plant metabolomics. But in order to understand metabolomics, you need chemistry. And I've been blessed to work with Dr. Peng in many programs. Dr. Peng, maybe what, 4 others. Yeah, and I'm just so blessed to have Dr. Peng in my life as a collaborator. And of course, as we have been told, I've been working with Kamad for a long time. And they are the ones who introduced me to HPTFC, that I'm sure you enjoyed learning. And I'm just so grateful that you are here. Dr. Ehab, all the way from Switzerland. And then, of course, the collaborators that have been introduced, the University of Nairobi. So let me take this very special opportunity to thank the University of Nairobi, the Dean of Faculty of Sciences, represented, I'm sure, by Professor Abi, as I was told, and my long time friend, Professor Catherine, my long-time friend, the chair of the biology department. Yes, when I worked here, and maybe I didn't have to say all that, I was trained at the University of Nairobi. I worked at the University of Nairobi before I got an opportunity to go and work where I'm working now. And Professor Catherine and Professor Sheila and Professor Margaret, we were all colleagues. And I'm sure that you understand the connection. I'm just so privileged to have the leadership of the University of Nairobi here and accepting to host this wonderful collaboration. Outside this, we also collaborate with the CIPE, Dr. Gisetto. How many of you enjoyed a CIPE? I'm sure you did. And I know he's joining us shortly. And just so grateful also that the fellows that traveled all the way from the USA to come and be part of this training institute. Thank you so much for being here. I want to acknowledge the Kenyan fellows that have partnered with the US, and yesterday I was in the hotel, and I think it was Sarah, was it Sarah? Sarah was taking us shopping, and I thought that we did well. They connected, they were going to the market together, and that was the whole idea. So I hope I didn't leave anybody, Eunice. I want to acknowledge your presence and really just the support that you have given us. So let me end by just giving us a little brief about the whole program, which really has this overall goal to train global scientists, global. You know, the world, and I'm repeating myself, I guess for some people, it has become just one village. And how wonderful to know that we can go beyond our borders. Those who are coming from the US with me, we kind of seem to be limited to the US, or even just to our states. I talk to some people, they tell me, I've never left state Maryland. I come from Maryland state. It's just, we can't go on like that. And therefore we have this idea with my co-PI, Professor Peng, and we told National Science Foundation that we want to train global scientists, and they thought it was a wonderful idea. And so they gave us the opportunity to do that, and gave us the support to do that. But we don't just come to experience the global experience, which I'm sure the fellows, especially the ones from out, really enjoyed. I know there was a little presentation, and the Kenyans were saying, we are surprised, and they are surprised, because they were seeing things that were just different. And the Kenyans are used to these things. And so I think that they enjoyed just being the exposure, being in Kenya, going to Masai Mara, going to the Bomas of Kenya, going to the National Museum. Those those who went to the National Museum, and all those places that you visited, even just seeing the malls. I walk into the Kenyan mall and I'm like, wow, am I in the US? Am I in Kenya? Just so wonderful. And so that is our one goal. Train global scientists. Let us interact with each other. Let us see life from the lens of the other person. This other person lives, works here in Africa, in Kenya. And how do they live? And by the way, they go to school here. And you know, they're just like us, those of us from the US. So that was the one overall goal. But then the scientific goal is the training that our wonderful trainers have given us in the metabolomic approaches on understanding the plant components that make them so special. I call them green factories. They are natural factories that just manufacture these wonderful bioactive components that we have used for medicine. So how do we study this? And we have the experts that are here who have taught us and helped us. And as a product, we have posters today that we are going to share with each other. We have PowerPoint presentations that we are going to share with each other. And yes, I'm so proud of the fellows because in 3 weeks you did it. And you're giving us a draft manuscript, 3 products. This has been such a wonderful experience. I am blessed, I am honored, and I am so grateful. So thank you everybody for being part of this wonderful project and program. And I want to leave it there, Professor Sheila. I hope I did not leave anybody else. If I did, please know that I'm just so grateful. Norfolk Hotel, they have hosted us here. Let them know that we are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Osama. It is really a delight that you started off this program, and this is the 3rd round. So we already have the 1st year graduates, the 2nd, and now you the 3rd. And so we just hope that when you go back to the US, you continue speaking to Dr. Ehab and Dr. Kang, so that we have another round of graduates. We need 6 rounds, isn't it? 6 rounds. Even them, they need to repeat again twice, 3 times. So, Dr. Osama, 9 rounds. So now I take the opportunity now to introduce to you Professor Luhoba. Professor Luhoba is the chair of the Department of Biology. She is a specialist in plant systematics and economic botany, especially medicinal plants also. And she has also had consultancies with international institutions such as the Cozonet, FAO, and CARPO. So that is just a summary of our expertise. And thank you also for hosting the program within your department. Welcome, Professor. And then you will introduce the guest.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to recognize the presence of our Dean, Professor Abi, who is representing the substantive Dean. And I'd also like to recognize the other members who are here as PIs of the different institutions. And most of all, I would really like to recognize the participants of this training. As chair, I just want to state the pleasure we have in the department to host this training. It's one of those things that come, once in a while. You don't get a big group like this very often. So we are very happy to have you in the department, and what you're doing is really, really innovative. We really appreciate the work that you're doing. And I also really would like to thank Professor Osana for actually choosing to partner with the University of Nairobi. I know there are many universities, even in different countries. You could have gone anywhere, but you chose to come to the University of Nairobi. So we are really appreciative of that. Now, I've just looked at the kind of projects that you are going to give presentations on today. And that's quite a big amount. And I wish I could be here to listen because I would like to hear something about frankincense and so on. But I know I'll probably get to see them later. But I just want to congratulate you. I'm told you spent 3 weeks to come up with that project. Sometimes we have students want to take a whole semester, and you've done it in 3 weeks. Congratulations. And I would also like to thank the project for actually giving us the HPTLC machine, which is now in the department. Thank you very much. It's a very useful machine. I was just talking with Professor Abby and he says, wow, that's one that gives very good results. So I'm really happy. I really wish I could see your progress because if you carried out your work on this machine, I'm sure you have excellent results. And I'm also glad that you have also taken a chance, particularly those who come from the US, to travel around the country. It would be very sad if you just came and sat in Nairobi. But at least you've moved around, you know, different parts. You've met the Maasai, you've met the different cultures, and even you have interacted with the students from Kenya, who are also very diverse. So I'm sure now, if you're told to talk about Kenya, I think you will feel pages, isn't it? Members from the US, yeah, I hope you will be able to say a lot about Kenya. And, you know, get rid of some of those myths that we hear sometimes. Like, you know, that people live on trees and so on. We don't live here, that kind of thing. So this is the third round, I'm told. And we are really happy that you're considering more. You said up to 9 rounds, Professor Scott? Yes, 9. So I would just like to know, this is the third round. Where are the graduates of the first and second? Oh, you're part of them. So it's good that at least, you know, something rubbed off, you're able to come a second. And we hope that the others come and continue coming. And as Prof said, that's the only way to become a real expert, okay? So just keep it. And so with that, I think I would just like to thank all the people who have made this possible. And I've seen our university television have been here, and this is basically going to help us in calling for the next rounds, and even for other projects, when we get to see the kind of promotion. So I thank everybody who has been associated with this project. And now I think I will stop there, and I would like to take this opportunity to invite the Dean to give us his remarks. So welcome, Prof. Adi.
Thank you, Professor Koba, also a long-time friend. Well, I'm not the Dean. The Dean called me this morning. He said he was summoned by the Vice Chancellor, so he cannot fail to obey the Vice Chancellor. So the Dean is my boss, so here I am representing him. He has sent his apologies, and I think we have met Professor Nyari. He's the one who opened the workshop, right? Then, of course, when I was summoned, given this responsibility, I was scratching myself. Normally, as prepared speech, you go read and then run away. But while scratching my wise hair, but remember, the first we started by prayers, right? Duncan is my PhD student. I admire his face. But here we are different, we have different phases. But of course, his prayer was Abrahamic religion, right? But now, there is also another religion all of us belong to. That is medicinal plants, right? So at least we all belong to one religion. In doing so, taking the same analogy, if I don't know who is the Abraham of medicinal plants, at least I know the Moses of medicinal plants is the late Professor Kwan. In such conference, you should not fail to recognize him. I'm sure when you are doing research, I hope you have come across his book. If not, talk to the organizers to get a copy. Without that, you have not read the Old Testament. The New Testament now, I'm also part of it, but it is mainly written by an ethnobotanist, former student of the University of Nairobi. Now she is a professor at Kenyatta University, none other than Professor Najma Baharani. And I'm also a co-author focusing on the chemistry. I have a copy of it. Then the dean has made the right choice in appointing me to represent him. My name is Avi. Going through the program and see a plant, Philipina abyssinica. That might be after me, yeah? Abyssinica. But at least that will help you recognize my name and also my contribution to this plant plus others. Even the keynote address will be given by my former student, Dr. Patrice Irungu. I'm sure she did a lot of work on Tulia, and if you have not referred her work, then the report is not complete. So my task here is to open the closing ceremony. I'm sure from the chairman you have had a very productive 2 or 3 weeks, and of course this is the third one. I was aware about it, and my colleague, Professor Berese, is also part of it. He's not around. In Metabolomics, I've gone through the only thing missing, which Professor Onyari also want to remind you, the importance of chemistry. It is a language of metabolomics, chemical structures. So it's not just pits and spots. Chemical structures are very important. That's what I'm good at for the last 30 years. But my favorite instrument is nuclear magnetic resonance. I think without that, all the structures you have seen would not have been possible. The University of Nairobi is the only university within the region having nuclear magnetic resonance. And I think in the next one of the 9, or all of them, really want to be part of it and introduce participants the role of NMR in metabolomics. So that's what now we know what was missing here. Okay? So how was that missing link? I hope the partnership you will consider in the future. Okay? And otherwise, we've come from different corners of the US, and different corners of Kenya, but unity now results in a couple of papers this interaction, I assure you, is very important. Interact within the limited time, and I wish you a nice presentation and the rest of the day. And in the name of Professor Kokwaro, I open the closing ceremony.